Alright, test. Hello? Alright, looks like we're live. I got some things to update quick. Gotta send out stream announcements. But then, yeah, we'll be underway very shortly. Okay. I need to change several settings here. For those that don't know, I'm still running a thing on Board Game Geek where I have 3 experts, and I'm like sharing screenshots to in the BGG community as a whole, is like piloting the game. It's quite fun. There's a cool thread about it. Anyhow, that's why my screen has been resized, or that's why a lot of my stuff had to be resized there because I've been playing in a different form. Anyhow, I've been wanting slightly easier game, and we're back to 4th seats against okay players, so that's a little concerning. Well, okay, so CK's played quite a bit and is 200 rated, that's not great. Pungaboo played quite a bit, 378, that's reasonably strong. And, okay, Polder has also played a lot, it's not very good. Okay, maybe this is an easy game. This opening pack is not incredible, but take Scholar, possibly get Tutor back, or Furniture Maker back, or Groom back. Scholar's like a mini family growth. I think there's a lot of things to like about a 3-room Scholar game here, potentially. Getting it drafted and work around it early, I think, is good. And then getting some victory point ceiling in Major. On a 3-room Scholar game, it's pretty easy to go room, 4 fields, and do 8 space of fencing. So I think that's what we're going to start with. Locking into a small house early is always a little sad, but Bonehead is great. It's a lot of wood. Paper Maker off of Scholar is some interesting food help. I don't know if I believe in second picking a Paper Maker though compared to a Bonehead wood. Plowman's pretty decent too, but Scholar can't play it. Scholar can't even play Bonehead, or I could still play Bonehead early. Horse-drawn boat can be pretty strong if you get a bunch of occupations early. It's not clear I'm going to have enough early occupations. Pond Hut, the timing can be annoying, but it can be reasonably good. Let's claim I can Pond Hut here. I don't love taking Pond Hut, but I don't... Horse-drawn boat here is... whatever. Looks sunny? Yeah, it is sunny in Wisconsin right now. It's been like kind of crazy weather recently. It's yesterday and today, it's like 50 degrees outside in Madison, which is not... Wow. Okay, remember how I said I was going to go for a small house thing? It's... Now I have a Mason, and now I'm a bit sad about this Manger. I mean, I gotta take the Mason. Even if Scholar plays Mason, like, it's possible I could go for a 3-room house. It's possible you go for a 3-room house, grow with Scholar, and then manually build a stone room in this set, and then play Mason for a 5th. I mean, Game Catcher otherwise... Well, God, do I pass Mason and just take Game Catcher? Game Catcher off Scholar is also, like, stupidly good. But... God, no, Mason's too good. It's too nutty not to take Mason here. I'm not a Stork's Nest believer. But I'm not really a believer in any of these cards. I think Private Forest mostly gives you bad food tempo early. I don't really believe in Foreign Aid. Well, with Mason, Foreign Aid maybe isn't as important. I don't need Ren Fence because I'm already going to be renovated. So, and I don't need family growth because I can get to 5 rooms. So 4 days probably okay. The Manger's definitely a little funky now with Mason, but it is conceivable still to go 5 rooms, only 2 fields, and 8 pasture spaces. The 2 fields is mostly good if I don't have any crop support, but this draft has shown no crop support yet. I don't expect to wheel crop support. Even Scholar hasn't found any of the generic play this card, get a grain stuff yet. So With all of that being true, I'm tempted to go for 8 spaces of fences, just 2 fields and 5 rooms. I'm still very I'm still very tempted to yeah, very tempted to go for the 3 room stuff. Wheeling Frame Builder out of this pack, by the way, would be great. Frame Builder would make renovating easier, and it would make, well, I guess I probably wouldn't play Frame Builder in time to renovate, but Frame Builder is pretty good for the build a manual stone room. Even if I just play Frame Builder and use it to be able to turn a wood into 2 stone, it makes building a stone room a decent bit easier. And really, any card you play off of Scholar only needs to provide a little bit of benefit, since it's kind of a free action. Oh my god, we get a Master Builder. Master Builder with Mason is always a lot of fun, but I'm also a pretty big fan of Porter here. Porter can give me a lot of extra resources. Mostly hoping for some extra wood, but a little bit of clay is not sad for, like, I probably need clay to renovate and probably clay for a hearth. Um, the upside to Master Builder is it can get played off Scholar, but then it really is it's really clamping my Manger, which I guess this is the danger first picking a Manger, but I don't want Mushroom here. I don't care about Seasonal Worker. Seasonal Worker on its own is not good enough. There's no combos in this draft. I'm really tempted by Porter. As for the miner, Stone Tongs is actually probably pretty good. I need stone to renovate, and I want stone to build a stone room. So, like, Stone Tongs is actually probably good. I love Lumber Mill normally, and my hand has a couple wood cost miners, but I need a lot of stone to make that work. Also, wood field is just a food to a point, which is totally fine. I'm really tempted to take Porter though and be able to play Porter early. I maybe I'm overvaluing how good Porter can be or will be, but I think I'm taking Porter, and then I think I'm taking Stone Tongs, and maybe it's locking into, maybe I'm taking slightly too weak a cards to try to make other stuff work, but I get Priest and Groom back. And Shifting Cultivation, though. Shifting Cultivation is very welcome here. I have no plow help. God, I forgot Priest was in the draft. Priest is, like, decent way to go for Stonehouse strats, but it also means you grow late. And I guess I don't want to grow late, and Groom is very playable here with Scholar stuff. And I want some cards to actually play off Scholar. Currently, it looks like I'm going to play Bonehead and Porter early, and then play Pond Hut, and then try to renovate fast, play Scholar into like Groom and Mason stuff. Maybe Scholar plays a couple of my minor improvements. Shifting Cultivation also really negates the problems of Foreign Aid here. If I can build a 5 room stone house, I don't need family growth without. If I'm in a stone house, I don't need renovate anyhow, because I'm already renovating early. And then I don't need much, like, the not being able to plow sow is not a big deal because I already don't have crops, and I already don't plan to plow many fields, and I have one more way to plow a field anyhow. So I think this game plan's reasonably good. I mean, if I can hit a 5 room stone house with a bunch of fences and some stables and backed up by manger, even if I don't have much in fields and crops, hopefully max family, big stone house, pastures, stables, crop, like, we'll need some animals too. Try to get some breeding animals is going to be important, but my food is also, yeah, not solved in this hand. Foreign aid is going to be helpful in that front. Getting trickles from Porter is going to be helpful. And try to get a hearth, and just getting like good animal stacks will be good. The trickles of food from Pond Hut are actually not negligible here either. Um, Pond Hut should be pretty good. And that's where Bonehead plus Porter should work pretty well. We play just Bonehead and Porter early, and then that gives us quite a few rounds where playing Pond Hut will still be good. These cards suck. Um, I'm like never playing any of them, but I guess Clay Eater at least gives me a couple resources, so Scholar maybe plays it. I think this was the pack that had Paper Maker, so sadly Paper Maker didn't come around. Um, but yeah, I guess Clay Eater. Clay Eater is some resources, and admittedly, it looks like I have to manually take grain and veg this game, so it'll give me even more clay though. I mean, I don't really want tons of clay, but the read costs are already going to be high in my current game plan, since I'm trying to build rooms and renovate. So it's probably just hunting trophy. In case I get some pigs, I can just hunting trophy for a point, which is good enough. And we do get the frame builder back. Adoptive is also kind of fun if we get enough food, but I'm just like never that big of a fan of adoptive. But frame builder making the stone room cost a little bit cheaper is very welcome. Um, and then I guess maybe if I'm getting late rooms because I'm building a room and masoning, maybe I want Stork's Nest. I think it's really unlikely I'm going to want to play Private Forest. I hate the food cost on Private Forest. I might play Storks. There's scenarios where playing Storks is maybe fine. I doubt I'll use it, but okay. This looks reasonably good though. This looks reasonably good. Bonehead and Porter early. That gives me quite a bit of extra wood anyhow, which is good. I try to just take Reedstone Foods, build a wood room. We heavily prioritize 4 wood action spaces because of Porter. I'm also very interested in 4 clay actions for Hearth and Reno parts. Yeah. And I mean, ultimately, we're 4th seat here, so we also are just going to get whatever we get early. Wow, the tutor died right after us. Remember how I took Scholar hoping to wheel tutor? That did not work well. I'm guessing this might be a first pick begging student then, which is unfortunate. And that's probably where the paper maker died also. But oh, hey, we're getting Reedstone Food or Ock. Ugh, maybe not. Ah, damn it. Pungaboo started by taking 3 wood. That was... I don't really want 3 wood here. I mean, I'll take it, but everything else is better for me. 3 wood's not quite accelerating my game where I want it to be. I'd rather be playing Bonehead or Porter or taking Reedstone Food over taking wood actions at the moment. Playing cards and taking read is more important to me than taking wood actions immediately. But I mean, 3 wood's going to be good enough. But yeah, this is a slight sad because this is indeed the worst action for us in round 1 probably. But it's okay. It's okay. It's far from being over. There's plenty of games where we can win from 4th seat. It's just been a slightly tricky run lately for me where things don't go according to plan A all that often, but that's okay. I can win on plan B and C sometimes. So do, 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 do. On the wheel here, I have nothing to start. Well, I could start player Stone Tongs or something, I guess. I really don't want to start player Stone Tongs. I might just day labor. Well, I'd probably take 2 clay, I guess, for a fireplace, but I probably just day labor. Maybe I start player. Starting's actually has to be okay. Well, good. Pungaboo's starting with Wood Expert. Perfect. That's fine. Pungaboo can start. I will just take 2 clay or day labor then. I don't really care which. Plowing is not important to this hand at all. I'm never going to have like a good crop score, and I don't care about having a good plow score. That's just not important. I think just going for the 8 spaces of, like, I really think my farm layout is 8 spaces of fences, 5 rooms, 2 fields. 2 clay goes. Yeah, we're just going to day labor, get some food tempo. It's possible this will be like our only food action this stage. I know that I have foreign aid, but I don't necessarily want to like use foreign aid right away if I don't have to be. But yeah, this round is play Bonehead or take Reedstone Food. Bonehead or Reedstone Food here looks best. Reedstone Food just because it gives me some stone. Wow, Pungaboo's taking wood. And Pungaboo nearly first action took wood. I wonder, maybe Pungaboo has a big country? I'm not sure. We're playing Ak here. So now I have a decision point. Cultivator. Okay, that's a good arc. We have a decision point. Reedstone Food's very good, just generically. Bonehead starts to get me closer to playing Bonehead plus other cards plus Porter. But if I'm correct that this is actually a begging student and these guys have already played some Ox, I don't think there's going to be much Ock pressure in just a second. If I'm correct that this is big country, though, Reed might also not be that pressured. What has you taking wood early? Maybe collector also? I didn't see wood expert, though, so whatever it is, it's some of their early picks. I'm really tempted to just take Greenstone Food because I'm a sucker, because I think it's the best action on a lot of boards. I'm gonna just do it then. Just do it. Just do it. I think it's the best action usually. I mean, 2 reads has to be reasonably good here too, but I'm just gonna take the Reedstone Food. I'll probably just take 2 wood on the wheel, assuming that's what I get. The fact that Tudor did not play an Ock there also, yeah, speaks. Ooh, Wood Barterer. Is that why we're not taking Reed, though? That's a bad reason not to take Reed. Wood Barterer is a good card. So Wood Barterer and Wood Expert. So there's a lot of wood in this game. There's a lot of freaking wood in this game. So much wood. Purple is Reed having toting and not building the fireplace, but you gotta assume the fireplace is coming. So I think I'm just taking 2 wood with this action. Yeah. Just 2 wood with this action. Just keep doing good things. We'll get to Bonehead and Porter in a second. Teal takes a gray, and that's usually not good. But could be for the milk jug thing, not the milk jug, the milking place. I don't know what the grade is for, but it's also not really a concern. If I get offered Reedstone Food, I probably take it. Wow, yeah, I don't even get free Ock. Well, I'll just take Reedstone Food. My occupations do not need to come out particularly quickly. Cultivator Thresher, that's a fun little combo. That's cool. I'm just gonna take Reedstone Food. Don't care. Just take room parts. If nobody else wants rooms here, I'll just build rooms, right? I mean, that's also what this looks like. It looks like nobody else is actually setting up room parts. So I will be the guy that just has room parts and be happy. If 4 clay comes back, I probably just take 4 clay for a hearth. Although there's late sheep, so I mean, that already doesn't, like... The food looks a bit tight, which makes my foreign aid better. It makes the fact that I have food better. If I don't get 4 clay, I'm pretty likely actually playing Porter here before playing Bonehead. Just because Porter here looks like there might be multiple Porter spots next round. There might be multiple 4 wood and 4 clay spots. So I think playing Porter is going to be pretty good. But we'll see, I mean, we'll see what we get offered here in a sec. See what we get offered. Pungaboo's food looks awful. I feel like Pungaboo has to take like 3 food here. And I guess Pungaboo doesn't even really want to take 3 food. But this is actually, I wasn't paying attention, but Pungaboo paid a food for Shepherd's Crook. And that looks like it's kind of biting them at the moment. Because they need some food this stage and it's awkward. So our reliance on fundamentals of Agricola, just taking Reedstone Food, just taking day labor in round 1, looks like we're in a good spot. We have food, we have the resources we need for a room. Other people have Ox, but they're not particularly accelerating them out of their positions. Other people don't have enough food, so they have to take 3 food actions here. We do get offered 4 clay though. Yikes! Do I actually take 4 clay or do I play Porter? I'm going to go with play Porter. The board looks like it's going to be pretty rich. I think I'm going to get a Porter activation next round. Four clay gets taken by Teal. It's okay. That is okay. Teal decides against it. Do 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 do. All right. Also, currently there's no pressure to build a room, but I probably am just building a room. Well, now there is a pressure to build a room next round. If I get offered a stack of wood, being the 4 wood action, which is really 5 wood and a food for me, I will take it. If I don't, I probably am just building first action. I think taking day labor even before it being your like, I don't even think you have to be fourth seat. I think taking day labor is fine in other seats and positions. Like, it depends on what you're doing, but 2 wood, 2 clay, or 2 food are all fine actions. It depends on exactly what you're going to be doing. It depends a little bit on what actions you're going to get offered in stage 1, but like, all of them are fine. Wow, that's an early trident from Pungaboo. Um, that's an early trident from Pungaboo. Anyhow, there's quite a few spaces here that would work for Porter, but the wood is getting taken by Pungaboo. Pungaboo also can build a room now with Wood Barterer, but like, I don't know if I really care. If I get offered the clay stack, I'm taking the clay stack. 7 clay on a food is too good of an action to ignore. Um, if 6 clay goes, it does not. Okay, well, I don't really care that I can build a room here. I mean, I do care, but also, like, I'm just taking 7 clay on a food. I'm not. We played Porter for a reason, and it's partly to do this. Oh, wow, we get room back anyhow. Okay. And it is Begging Student, so it is Tutor Begging Student, it's probably Paper Maker. But hey, we get to build the first room and take a 7 clay stack and still have food tempo. Sign me up. Sign me up. This looks good. This looks slick. Nothing wrong about this. I'm not quite sure what Pungaboo's up to. Pungaboo could build a room here, actually. Sorry, I'm ignoring the fact that Pungaboo could build with Wood Barter. It's just given Pungaboo has completely ignored Reed, and buying the wood with Wood Barter is pretty painful. It's essentially like if buying 2 read off Wood Barter is like spending 4 wood effectively, right? Because instead of taking 2 wood, you're giving up. But Pungaboo's just gonna fence here and trigger Shepherd's Crook. I really wonder if Pungaboo has, yeah, like a collector and is like trying to set up early fences, but I just don't quite know what Pungaboo's up to. But hey, again, if people are gonna partially clown and I get to just build the first room and take strong actions, again, it's fine. Taking food in the first round is way better than in, say, the fourth round. I mean, it depends, but exactly, right? Watership Down. I never had to take a 3 food action. Like, these players had to prioritize taking 3 food in round 3. I didn't do that. I didn't have to do that because I had taken 2 food. I'd also gotten some Reedstone foods. The secret hidden power of Reedstone food is that food attached to it. But any game where people have to prioritize taking 3 food as like their first action in round 3, that's exactly like that's where my day labor advantage paid off because I got to just interact with the board and not have to worry about the food pressure, and other people were having to take weird actions. And it's partly because people played a lot of Ox early. Like, these guys rushed to play occupations, even paying food for them, and then they wound up with not much food. And so, like, that's fine. Again, sometimes you just take the actions that are handed your way, you do what you can. This game, again, I'm just building the first room. I have an occupation out, I have 7 clay and 2 stone and 3 food left over. It's all good. It's all good at the moment. I'm very confused what Pugaboo's up to, though. Yeah, very intrigued, but definitely I'm just gonna build a room here. Teal will have the option to like start player into a big wood stack, but that's fine. Farm layout consideration, is this fine? Yes, this is fine. All right. We are in a pretty good spot here. Pretty good spot. Next round, I would like to play Bonehead, if only so that I can actually like play Pond Hut and other minor improvements. I don't super want to squat for growth, but oh wow, wait, teal played basket and can't even build a room. Okay. Um, Nobody can build a room first action next round. That's wild. Woodcutter for teal. Woodcutter's not that strong, but cool. That's fine. Teal's gonna have a crazy wood action to start the round off, but then not have read. So whatever. Nobody's actually built a cookery yet, so building a hearth is also still on my list of things that are totally fine to do. This thresher didn't actually pay for a grain. That's also a big shame. That's a big shame. Hey, growth flipped. Hey team, we just get to grow this round. Teal ignored the wood stack to take reed. Okay. Also weird, but Pungaboo is thinking, which is baffling to me. Pungaboo's only game thus far was taking wood, and now they're being offered a 6 wood action, and they're thinking about it, which does not make sense to me. But anyhow, I'm not going to have to grow first action, so I think my action is going to be play Bonehead, so I can grow with Pond Hut. Unless I get offered this wood stack, in which case I just take the wood stack and I grow like stone tongs. But regardless, growth flipping here and the position I'm currently in, I feel pretty good. The only thing that I feel bad about is that Porter is going to turn out to be pretty bad. Porter's not good in an early growth game because the stacks don't pile up as much in an early growth game. So that part's not going to go great. Teal getting a big read stack here too. The game's going to be a little read tight, which is fine, but his past wood taking was bad for the environment, so he was thinking. I mean, he took wood, but yeah, I don't know what Pungaboo's up to in this opening, but it's doesn't look great. Teal choosing to take 3 reed and not taking the big wood stack though is a little surprising, but whatever, it's fine. I have a good sequence here. I play Bonehead and I grow with a Pond Hut. Boom, totally fine. Reedstone food, so I can renovate with like a hearth is well building the hearth. God, still nobody's built the hearth. I can build the hearth next round. I'm gonna stick with the Bonehead plan for now. This is a great clay action again too, but I don't totally know what I need it for. But we're just gonna do this. This is good. Everything about this is good. Teal is obviously going to build. That's correct. That's fine. Teal gets to grow next. We still do have tutor begging student in the game. So, like, I still am a little afraid of Teal's game here. They're growing second. They have a begging student, but I mean, nobody's doing, like, terrible, terrible things, but I feel quite good about this. Feel pretty good about this game still. This position looks pretty good. Even if I can't like get Reed to build another room, again, I don't really think I care about building another room particularly fast. I'm pretty happy and content with just trying to renovate and push out an early scholar. Let all of these people fight for rooms and stuff. And then I just try to build a stone room and stuff. I get to do scholar, groom stuff. I can have a hearth, breeding animals, try to gather wood, fence big, and I can later manually build the stone room on the back of frame builder and resources, and then play mason to get to 5 stone rooms. And yeah, life will be dandy. Not having to start player squat and just getting this growth for free. I've never start playered this game thus far, right? Like this goes back to my classic like just take good actions, don't have to start for them. If other people are doing slightly weird things, um, just take all the good actions, build the first room, and sometimes you just get lucky. And that's what's happening this game. I got to just take good actions. Other people were ignoring and not building rooms fast enough, and I get to benefit at the moment. Pungaboo seems very confused what their game plan is. They're thinking very long on their turns at the moment, which is like fine. It happens, but I to be fair, I'm baffled what Pungaboo's game plan is. The dream is next round I get offered this 4 wood action, but it looks like I'm going to be last next round, so I might just take another clay grab, I guess. I potentially could just build a 4th room out of clay, I guess. I could 4th room out of clay and then still just scholar pretty quickly. That might also be a pretty good line for me. Pungaboo decides to just take the big stack. I think that's defensible. Pungaboo can get a hearth or whatever, which also looks good for them. Oh, I also am very happy building the hearth and just taking the sheep. Even though I have 4 and 8 in my hand, again, I can use 4 and 8 much later. If I have a good path to getting food, I would rather just take the good path to getting food now and relying on 4 and 8 as like the emergency valve if I need it, rather than like locking in using 4 and 8 at the moment. We play this pond hut. This pond hut slightly alleviates our food at the moment too, which is nice. Bonehead gives us the wood back. Good times. Renovation flips, that's really good. I would love to get away with Reedstone food and to renovate hearth. Teal instantly snaps the wood action. They're gonna basket it though. They have to basket it. Yeah, they pretty much have to basket it. They have no other food plan. So this is excellent for me. There will be a 4 wood action left at next round. So I potentially start into that wood pile just because I have porters. So like that would be a big wood action. And like start player Stone Tongs is not going to be sad here either because it is a late stone game. So um, having that extra ability to take more stone looks pretty good. But I think I'm going to just take Reedstone Food first action here and try to renovate Hearth and greed that out. I mean, I expect Pungaboo to probably be build a Hearth here. But then I can like renovate Fireplace or something maybe. I don't know. I mean, Purple also has not built a, like, the food at this table is absolutely terrible at the moment. None of these players have food. Oh wow, Pungaboo is building a room with Wood Barterer. So Pungaboo was always planning to build, but did some pretty wacky stuff early. Whatever. Um, yeah, whatever. I don't. Pungaboo saying sorry in the game chat. I think I just signed a deal on a house, having trouble keeping up with moves. Um, I see. They got some offer. They're working on it. I mean, everybody, if you're working on serious life events, probably don't play Agricola on the side. But as far as excuses go, that one sounds legit. I mean, there's a lot of details here. It does seem pretty. It does sound pretty legit. So like, it's fine. Um, but yeah, the chat's just really interesting though. Like I'm like, oh wow, you're getting like time sensitive deal information, and that's what's causing you to be slow. I'm like, fair enough, that would cause you to be slow, but also like maybe not be playing Agricola, I guess. But Polder Patootie is saying the same thing as you are, Smooth. That's the best excuse I've heard for being slow. Yeah, good times. Well, anyhow, the chat's fun. Purple has to do something here. I don't know what it is. I'm taking Reedstone Food, and I'm just gonna renovate. Hopefully with a hearth, maybe with a fireplace. Oh, there goes the fireplace finally. So purple finally realized they need food. So whatever, there goes that dream. But that's okay. I'm pretty happy with Reedstone Food here still, and I should still get the hearth then. Actually, I can definitely renovate hearth here because Red can't build the hearth now, so Reedstone Food into Renovate Hearth looks great. Absolutely great. No complaints. Um, yeah, Renovate Hearth here. Woodcart for Teal. Woodcart Basket is pretty fun. Woodcutter. God, you really don't need Woodcutter with this, but there's a ton of wood in the game, There's a ton of wood in the game. Actually, I don't know if anybody's taking this wood pile. I might be able to start player into a really, really big wood action because purple has to take the sheep here. And Pungaboo might just have to take a 3 food action again. Or Pungaboo just takes the sheep and is going to try to get a fireplace or hearth next round. That's pretty defensible, actually. It's one of those. Yeah, it does. That's what it actually sounds like. It sounds like Pungaboo probably started the match and didn't realize things were coming, but that's fine. Anyhow, yeah, the food pressure is on this table, and I love it. I love that other people are hungry. I mean, I'm a little hungry too, but Porter's gonna save me at the moment. I still have the sneaky foreign aid that I'm willing to play, so. Purple is starting for me. That's also fine. Thank you, Purple. Either I get a big wood, like I get a really good wood action at the very worst here, which is ideal because that solves my food problems at the moment too. Everything is fine. I get to renovate to the hearth. That's everything I've wanted. Give me hearth. Boom. And I think I'm just taking 5 clan of food here. What's wrong with 5 clan of food? This is just a clay room, or it's a pottery. I don't know. You had a game where you had to pick up your wife early from work. You were in a game, so you'd pull over and park every time you had a turn. Oh my god. Just abandon. Just apologize to the table and abandon. Like, it's fine. It's okay. That's what the reputation system is for. If you have perfect rep, you can afford 1 or 2 problems. Oh, team. Purple has to take 4 food here, and I just get 7 wood and a food. Okay, remember how I was complaining about how a lot of games were not going my way recently? I'm taking it back for this one. I'm taking it back. I'm not complaining about how this game is going. I might get 2 read here and get to just build the next. Well, purple builds here, right? Yeah, purple builds, but. Yeah. Great idea. Train Alexa to take your moves for you. That's, I don't know if it's a great idea, but. Pungaboo builds the hearth. That was expected. Then Pungaboo's gonna grow, eat a bunch of sheep, still have breeding sheep. Maybe get to grow with a loom. If Pungaboo gets to grow with a loom, this position's still pretty damn good actually for Pungaboo too. But I love my position here. I have great resources. I have cards that are gonna do things. I have options to just build. I'm very tempted actually. I buy 2 reed here into build, take reedstone food, renovate to a 4-room stone house pretty early. But we'll see. Is there a reason some of the cards are shaded out in draft, or is it just this game for me? That sounds weird, Dadbaka. I would just hard refresh, like completely exit your browser and pull the game up again, and that often fixes very strange display issues. Okay, purple chooses not to build. Yeah, I'm actually taking the wood here. I wasn't expecting to get offered another wood pile, but I'm taking the wood. The other reason I'm taking the wood is because even if I take the reed here, teal's just gonna build, right? Like teal's gonna snap off build with purple not building, and then purple's gonna build at the start of next round. So like I'm not actually gonna get to build this clay room anytime particularly soon. So I'm just going to take great wood actions every chance I get. 5 wood and a food is a crazy action. Let's just take it. 12 wood and 2 food turns 7. It's turn 7, but correct. It is incredible. Remember how I said Porter might not provide enough value? I think that's a lie. Porter's already been 2 clay, 2 wood, and 4 food now. So, as usual, Porter kind of overperforming. How have I been? You haven't got stomped by me recently. I haven't actually done a ton of stomping necessarily recently. A lot of games have not gone like wonderful for me. This game's going admittedly pretty damn fine. There's nothing wrong with what's happening in this game for me. But I think I'm gonna get another wood action next round. Oh, it is Loom for Pungaboo. Wow. Okay. Pungaboo's game's looking quite a bit better. Loom here is very sick for them. This is a cool food engine, cool stuff. Um, I think I just take Greenstone food here. I could just renovate next round. I can take this stone action next round, renovate with the well after taking some like wood. I could have Scholar going. Well, I should build a room though. I should try to build this clay room, right? Or should I just take the pottery? God, I don't know. Just taking Reedstone food here again feels pretty good. 2 Reed feels reasonably good too. But I'm gonna go Reedstone food. Just take Reedstone food. Sorry, what happened? Teal, what did Teal do? Teal just plowed, and now Teal plays a geologist. Okay, I don't care about any of that. Build the 4 through before Reno seems better. Sets me up nicely for Mason. It does set me up really nicely. The only problem is that Purple's going to build this round, so I'd have to push off build and Reno until round 9, which means that I might not get Scholar played until a bit later, but that's probably okay. It's not like I have a big rush on that stuff. So we'll see. I mean, if I get offered 3 Reed here, well, I'm taking the wood pile. So I'm trying to take, well, this round I want to take wood, take Reed. I mean, I'd love build. If for some reason Purple's not building, I'd love to build, but I'm just taking the big wood action again. Yeah, it does open build here. So I will just take my resource action. Teal is getting to grow to 4 pretty quickly, but Teal's food is so basket reliant, which is really a problem. So I think Teal's still in some trouble here. They don't have great feeding. I can take wood into fences. Wood into fencing here looks really good, actually. There's some great animal stacks. I could just have very early breeding going on. I'm very tempted actually by wood into fence this round. Wood, fence, maybe still the 3 Reed. Yeah, I'm very on board with that plan otherwise too. Regardless, I'm taking another 5 wood into food action though because yeah, 5 wood into food is obviously insane. Like Porter going off would be great. They get to build a room here and get to yeah furnish something. Um, Purple's food is still bad. The only players whose food is actually like great is Pungaboo. Everybody else's food's pretty bad. My food's not like awful, because Porter's been a champ and Pond Hut's been good, but my long-term feeding is still not figured out. Breeding animals here would really help sort that out. So, unfortunately, Purple's building a stable. You hate to see it. People building a stable is always very annoying because it sometimes leads them to take animals even though they can't breed, and it's kind of just a mistake. But whatever. I also already have 18 wood, so like Teal does not grow. Hey, purple gets to grow because teal is so hungry and they can't afford to miss that. Or they're just missing that they have to grow. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, this 3 read has to be a pretty good action for me. 3 read and defensing is probably what I'm doing here. Basket is not a food engine. It is not. It is not a food engine. Teal is going to die due to a lack of food. It's just going to kill them. So that's great because they otherwise have tutor begging students, and I would be a lot more afraid of that. Pugaboo's game is still reasonably good, but I have insane resources. Like, I think I've probably effectively won this game. Oh, I do lose 3 read. Okay, well, losing 3 read eliminates my... It does eliminate my... it basically eliminates my clay room dreams at the moment. And I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm just okay with losing out on the clay room dreams. Yeah, I really don't care. I really don't care, right? I just don't care about the clay room. I can just I could just read stone food into pottery. Well, no, I want a fence. I can reno next round. Yeah, well, wait, who's fencing here? Pugaboo technically could, let's fence, because we also could just take the sheep right now. Taking the sheep right now is actually totally fine too, because it's not clear. Like, 3 sheep's going to be taken probably pretty high priority by purple. I'm probably not getting the boars unless I start player for them. So, whatever. Let's just get our fences out of the way. I mean, there's nothing wrong about getting our fencing out of the way here. And then, yeah, it's tricky. I kind of want... Okay, so I have 4 actions left. I kind of want to play Scholar and Renovate and take animals. No need to spar for fencing. I don't know what that means, but so I kind of want to renovate, kind of want to play Scholar as 2 of my next 4 actions. And then I'd also like to take a stone action so I can actually renovate with the pottery, and that does actually only give me 1 animal action. So I guess it probably is just take the sheep here. Do I want to get frame builder down before reno? I do not. I don't care. Why would, like, playing frame builder before renovation has to just be worse than letting Scholar play it later. Like, Scholar could just play frame builder later and save me a little bit of stone on building a stone room. But Scholar can play Groom, then it can play Frame Builder. I can manually build a stone room late, and then I can play Mason late, and like that's totally fine. In the meantime, I can try to start getting breeding animals. I'm gonna get Groom. I'll have max stables. I get to play a manger. Yeah. Seasonal worker for Pugaboo is pretty weak without combos, is my opinion. I am just going to take these sheep. If I get offered the boar next round, I will just take the boar because I don't actually care about getting Scholar going as much as I care about getting breeding animals going. But we'll see what actually happens here. There's also a crazy wood action. I forgot that teal left a crazy wood pile on the board, but I really can't take more crazy wood actions, so... am I worried that we're going to run out of things to do if we can only handle 2 fields? I am not. I am not worried about that. With Manger, it really doesn't matter, right? The real reason that I'm fenced like this is because of Manger. But with Manger in hand, you think throwing away Manger is better than just taking Manger? I don't think that's true. I have no crops in hand. How is, like, going for crops ever going to be better and more efficient for me than just doing other things? I mean, maybe it's a mistake, but I don't feel it is. I have to take another wood action now? Why do I have to take another wood action now? I don't understand why I need to take more wood. I don't understand. Groom is better than Major. Sid, I have 4 wood on Bonehead. I have 4 wood on Bonehead, Sid. I have all the wood I need still. I don't actually have to take a wood action ever again. Yeah, Smooth. That's essentially what I'm doing. Like I'm not gonna have a lot of crops. To be fair, maybe plowing more fields is gonna turn out to be better, but I also expect there to be a lot of plow pressure coming up soon. Like I don't know. I'm perfectly happy going for the Major plan. Am I building a clay room or stone room? I am building a stone room. I am just gonna renovate this round. Just gonna renovate this round. Just gonna renovate to the pottery this round and play scholar. Is what it looks like, right? Nobody else can renovate. I take 3 stone and we'll renovate pottery and play scholar. And then, yeah, we'll build a stone room, partly with the help of Frame Builder, which partly also helps give me things to do. We're going to have to actually figure out our food soon, or we're going to have to finally break into foreign aid. Still possibly could find time to just drop stone tongs and like build the well or something still too, since nobody else is going for it. Is anybody gonna play an Ock here? Well, wait, nobody can reno. Oh no, Teal can reno now. Okay, so I have to renovate with pottery as my next action. But if I have to expensive Ock Scholar, that's actually a problem. Well, it just means I can't breed sheep. We'll figure that out. It doesn't look that likely anybody's gonna play an occupation. I guess Pungaboo could, but if Pungaboo's playing seasonal worker in order to trigger horse-drawn boat, I suspect it's fine. Pungaboo builds another room. Okay, I love the fact everybody's building a million rooms. It also makes me feel a lot better about growing via Scholar and then trying to build my other rooms later. Because, yeah, all these other people can fight for growth the normal way, and I don't care. Yeah, Purple loves to try to run this. Wow, they have a threshing. I missed that. Oh, why did they build? Why did they build a fireplace? Oh, this is actually a really fun combo if they had the clay oven. Cultivator, thresher, threshing board. That's a fun combo if you had a oven. But I could probably just use Stork's Nest to grow. Yeah, that's true too. Actually, that is a good point. I could just Stork's Nest this game. Yeah, Scholar's gonna start playing enough cards for me that I could just do that. Okay, we gotta renovate. Forward 8 is super free. Correct. I don't care about any pressure here. Forward 8 is absolutely fine to play. I have 1 plow in hand, so I literally need 1 plow. I mean, not getting plow so is maybe slightly sad, right? But yeah, it does. There's like no penalty here. So. Next round, taking Reedstone food and building the well is still reasonably okay. I really actually don't have need to take more wood actions. Starting to pull some crops is maybe okay for me, but sad that I can't build the well. Yeah, I do. Oh, because I could take 2 Reedstone food actions if I could build the well. Yeah, the food's been tight this game. Nobody has set up great feeding, and it's early growth. So yeah, the food's just been tight, and I've refused to play Fortnite and try to help make the game food tight, which I think's mostly actually been good for me. The rest of my opponents, I feel like, are slightly struggling because they have no food. So Pungaboo's gonna double Shepherd's Crook here, and slightly. I mean, Pungaboo's food's good, but this is a pretty game here. Scholar's insane. Yeah, I agree with that though. Like I got so much utility out of Porter and crazy early fences. And then Scholar dropping a 4-point Groom here, and then eventually dropping a huge Mason. Still getting to play a bunch of these improvements. Like, I've not run into my point cap at all yet. I might eventually quasi, because yes, I can't plow much, but I was never going to get a ton of crops anyhow, so I can try to just get the well, I can try to just get other stuff, but I also am just like not afraid of anybody else's game really. Like Pugaboo has the best feeding, but has no other resources, is at 3 family members. Purple has no food. That also has no resources. Teal is at least grown to 4, but their food also sucks. They at least have some resources, but it's not that good. So it is hard to imagine, like, I'm just very ahead of everybody here in a lot of ways. Getting 17 wood, 3 food from 3 actions in stage 2 should be winning in any game. That wasn't all stage 2, to be fair, right? The 1 wood action came at the start of stage 3. But regardless, yes. When rounds 7 and 8 involve 3 actions for 17 wood and 3 food, that's it's very good. It's very good. Stable Master is cute, but I don't know if it solves enough of Teal's problems, but we have to eat a sheep here in order to play an Ock. We will play Groom, start building the stables. I do need some food. Well, I can just play Foreign for food, though. I really can. What else do I need to do? Yeah, taking Reedstone food and just building the well is probably fine. I can find enough stone to build a stone room anyhow. Why not Foreign first? Groom works retroactively. Groom, I mean, I can just play 4 and 8 off Scholar here, but if, I could just eat a sheep, right? Like, I'm about to breed sheep, and I can just eat one. I will still get 4 stables if I play it next round. I would. I don't know what advantage I get by playing 4 and 8 first, though. I mean, I guess there's no real advantage to playing Groom first, but yeah, I'll probably play 4 and 8 next round, agreed. I also can always start player 4 and 8 is part of why I think I'm not playing it. Like, there's a chance I want to start player 4 and 8 to, like, lock in a pair of pigs. Because I will admit I actually don't actually have, like, I have a lot of actions and not a hell of a lot to do with them. Cows flip. You gotta love to see cows flipping. Let's get some more. Whoops. I could just take single cow this round. SP for 2 cows? Yeah, if that actually works. I do have pressure to actually get the stone room, I agree. That's the thing. I have to actually gather. I do have to gather stone room parts eventually too, so. I mean, they can come pretty late and I don't care, but. Is building the well good enough, I guess, is the real question. Or does that push my stone room too far into nonsense territory? You think the well is impossible? See, that's what I was just wondering. But if I take reedstone food twice and 2 stone plus well, I mean, maybe that's too many actions, but I don't know if it's that many actions. It's not that many more to lock up the well. I'm very tempted to just reedstone food plus well. And maybe it's a mistake, but I don't feel like it's a mistake. I feel like I have a lot of actions that I can work with. I do still have stone tongs that I can play. I have enough wood to still stone tongs also. Because Groom comes with a wood. gotta love Groom coming with 1 wood nowadays. That really helps make it better. Regardless, I'm taking Reedstone food here. I feel like Reedstone food. Well, maybe 2 Reeds just better than Reedstone foods. Nah, gonna take reed stone foods. Oh, there's also yeah. Well, the 2 reed option is fun. Well, I could just. Well, wait. I can just take 2 reed now. I can just take 2 reed now and then play frame builder, and then build a stone room and play stork's nest. Is that better than having to play well, take reed stone food, take 2 stone, and then grow manually? I don't know the answer to that. Both lines seem pretty good to me. The well coming with 4 food is actually not negligible here in my calculations either. It gets me growth next round if I just take 2 reed. Oh, I could, because I could take 2 reed. I take 2 reed. SP for an aid. Play frame builder. Open 2 cows. Build rooms. Start player storks. Ignore storks. Oh, I just get growth because just room plus grow plus cow. Oh, and I can just grow with foreign aid. Grow with foreign aid. Yeah. Well, if I have guaranteed growth next round, that does seem pretty good. I guess I will just take 2 reed here then if I'm offered it. Take 2 reed. Although, well, wait a second. I'm not growing with foreign aid. I'm starting with foreign aid here, or I'm not getting the pair of cows otherwise, probably. Or am I even getting a pair of cows? I keep dreaming of that, but there might be too many actions. I guess getting a pair of boar is just as good as getting a pair of cows, really. I don't really care. I'm gonna get one of the animal pairs at the very worst if I start here. Well, whatever. I gotta lock in 2 reed first, anyhow. So I'll take 2 reed, see what happens. If somebody else start players, maybe I just manually take a cow. Yeah, actually, that's probably fine still, too. All right, give me 2 reed. Give me 2 reed. You know how I mocked the Clay Eater in the draft, everybody also? But I might actually play Clay Eater just because I have, yeah, the stupid pottery. And so Clay Eater's like at least a point of clay, and because I have to manually take a grain and a veg, it's probably actually not an awful occupation to play. Like, it's pretty bad, but it might at least be worth like a point or 2 of clay, oddly enough. All right, boom, give me my 2 reed. Give it to me. This is a slow game at times, which is fair enough. Agricola is a tough game. People are allowed to think. Wow, 2 clay. You know something has gone wrong when you're taking 2 clay. I have no idea what that's for, but it's not good. I guess a stone oven dream. I don't know. They really need an oven, but I'll just whatever. Or it's gone very right. It's gone very right for me. Yeah, it's gone very right for me. Pugaboo just took 5 clay, but like there have been so many clay stacks this game. Like, if you needed clay, you needed to take it earlier. But Teal is making do with their basket feeding engine, basket wood cart. That's all they do. But sometimes 2 clay is all you need. Those tend to be nice games. Not here. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I agree too. Like purple really needs 6 clay. Renovate clay oven. Boom. That's the amount that purple needed. 6 clay would have been great for them, but. Pugaboo grows. Oh, purple can build a room here. God, I forgot purple can build a room. Purple might build a room. It's kind of looks insane for them to do so, but if that happens, I don't actually grow next round, so then there's not as much pressure on me to actually build a room, which is fine. I still am gonna just start player here, and I will just drop the foreign aid. I'm not really afraid of playing foreign aid, so play foreign aid, and I probably get a pair of cows. I mean, Teal could take a cow. The board's getting pretty bad to the point where Teal might take a cow on me, but then I still get to open a pair of boars, and like, That's fine. If purple builds into grow, they just die. I mean, I largely agree, Sid, but also, like, I'm just saying, like, they have a furnisher, and players on this site don't actually know how to farm, usually, is my opinion. Like, that's often why players are rated very poorly, is because well, it's a lot because they don't know how to feed efficiently, but it's also because they often just build and grow and never farm. But they do take 2 sheep, so if they had 3 clay, then build in clay oven. Correct. Yeah, them not having enough clay is really baffling, actually. They opened this round with. Oh wait, what did they open this round with? They opened this round with a big wood pile, which never mind. They needed wood, but God, they might have needed that 5 clay worse. Anyhow, we're hoping for some pairs of cows to come our way. But we'll see. Teal renovates. If they could get a joinery, that'd be okay. Are they gonna build a clay oven themselves? Wow, they built a clay oven. They've manually taken grain twice this game, so that they could take a clay oven later. I don't know. Whatever. This is one of the best foreign aids, except for being late. No need for any of the stage 5 to 6 actions. Yeah, I do agree with that part, Sid. This is one of the better foreign aid games because I already don't need reno fences. I don't need family growth because I'm gonna have 5 rooms, and I'm planning on so few fields. I do need to get 1 field action someday, not stone tongs. You think I should play stone tongs there? I could just grow with. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I don't. I'm not sure. I'm not sure why I was playing stone tongs there. You forgot the build action. Okay, that's fine. We do get a pair of cows here, by the way, team. So life continues to be grand. Boom. Give me a pair of cows. If a pair of boars comes back, I might not grow this round. A pair of boars is probably better to me than growing. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a pair of boars is better than growing. Um, I mean, Pungaboo probably takes the boars here. Like, Pungaboo also doesn't need that wood stack. So, like, Pungaboo probably takes the boars, in which case I will just build grow. But, and then I can actually just play Stork's Nest. Yeah, that's fair. Growing with Storks is also cool. Yeah, I also can just grow with Stork's Nest here. That's true. I can grow Stork's Nest here. And I'd be able to just drop Mason and not have to. Yeah, that's potentially fine too. Ultimately, things are good on this farm. Things are good. I don't know if it's needed. I don't know if it's needed either because I kind of want to play my miners, right? Yeah, I agree, Sid. That's the thing I'm looking at too. Like the miners are good. Okay, the boars do go. I think I grow with a real miner too. I want to play major, and I may as well play stone tongs. Like I can go for a stone oven or a well. Like I don't know what else I'm doing this game, and nobody else has stone, so I may as well like do that. I'm gonna have actions. No need to build stables because of Groom. I could maybe get a joinery later this game too, with how much wood there appears to be. But but yeah, may as well grow stone tongs. I could grow major later. I do need to play shifting cultivation someday. I gotta get 1 plow action. Gotta take some crops, but again, I have 12 actions at least, if not more like 13 actions or something. Like, Scholar's still gonna play 3 of my cards. Yeah, I really actually don't have a lot to do. I do need some more food, but I have perfect wood at the moment. It makes the well annoying. Well plus stone tongs. Oh, I'm out of wood on bonehead, so I need 2 wood, 3. Yeah, the well is a little annoying. Oh, but Clay Eater, the Clay Eater wood, Sid! The Clay Eater wood! I'm still okay! I still have the right amount of wood. Boom! Clay Eater power. Clay Eater OP. Yeah. You're unconvinced about playing tongs? I'm not convinced about playing tongs either, but I'm also not. Well, okay, with 2 stone going, I'm pretty convinced now. I'm pretty convinced about tongs now because this will be a 3 stone action next round, and I really don't know what else I'm doing. We talked about growing Stork's Nest. We said that I wanted too many miner actions. I thought we talked about this, Sid. Thought we discussed I just want miners. Only play major and shifting, never play stone tongs. Ah, boo. Stork's Nest costs food too, right? Why do I want to pay food for my growth actions? Boo. I'm playing stone tongs here, whether or not any of you like it. Boom. Take that. I actually really don't know if this is better. Both Sid and Gray have very valid concerns here, like valid points. Like I'm not actually convinced Stone Tongs is better, but I'm doing it. I'm not convinced it's better either, but it's fine. It's gotta be okay. It's gotta be okay. If I stay start player, you definitely don't agree with Storks. Yeah, I think the food on Storks is actually just annoying, so. 2 stone going away makes Stogs better. Yes, I agree with that. I mean, that's part of. I agree. I also agree with that. Once somebody else took 2 stone here, Togs became better because like I can just open next round with 3 stone. That might just be my best action because then I get the well back. And admittedly, my biggest issue here is kind of just chasing down points daily. Like I'm at 25 points. I clearly have a couple more points that are already figured out, but I mean, I have quite a few actions that are points. I mean, obviously, grain, veg, 2 plows, spore, grow, but like that runs out. Then I get some food. I do play major still. I do have a lot of points coming still. I'm easily over 50, I think. 2 stables still too, but yeah. I still think 2 actions for the well is gonna be pretty good. Take like 2 actions, take stone plus build well has to be pretty good. Because I am going to run out of 2-point actions still based on what I just listed. Like I have a couple of clear paths for 2 to 3-point actions, but then it runs. Then it starts to run dry, so. Although, again, I also have 14 actions left this game. I mean, one of them is a grow action, but I have a crazy number of actions plus scholar. So it's really like I have like 17 actions, which is a lot here. So sleeping corner for purple. Well, that's a good reason not to build another room. That's a good reason to get that clay or grain in the ground, even though they never got an oven. But this 2 clay action is still looks confusing. Purple definitely, you can't like take a 2 clay action and not actually leverage it right away. But sleeping corner is definitely good. If they're gonna double build, please don't. Please do better than that. Teal fences out. That's certainly good for them. Certainly good for them. I guess I actually should first action plow this round probably. Well, and I should just take the stone, right? I should just take the stone, or is it too risky to keep putting off the plow? I eventually have to get 1 plow, so it's probably better just to take the plow. Oh, Pungaboo can build the well anyhow. Where Pungaboo took Greenstone food, yeah. So but they don't have wood. See, Pungaboo doesn't have wood. I don't know. Am I supposed to lock up the well? Am I supposed to lock up the plow? I don't know. Wood expert. Oh, you're right. He can wood expert the well. Okay, well, I'll just plow then. I'll just plow then. Just plow. Cube cutter for teal is meh, probably okay. I mean, their food's sort of been figured out. It's not great still, but they have a lot of actions too. See, I guess I just plow first action. I mean, teal wants plows also. Red wants plows also. Like, the plows are very tight here, so I should just plow. It's not clear anybody else wants to take 2 stone with priority, and if they do, whatever. I can take other actions. It'll be okay. This game's still been very slow. These guys are very low in their timers for, like... it is a fast timer setting game at least, but... Hey, Loki. Yeah, I know it's been a long game. It's been a long game. Yeah. We're mad. Alright. We could go get a bone for a bit. We could do that. Oh, hey, it's our turn. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Let me eat that clay. Definitely want to eat some clay. This clay action is not terrible for me, and it does look like the game's kind of clay tight, which is a little wild to me, given that yeah, the early game saw like 6 clay pile up, 5 clay, 4 clay pile up. Like nobody was taking clay early, but I guess that does partially mean they need it late, and there really wasn't clay injection. I mean, geologist was a little clay injection, but there's not really been clay injection, so. Clay action is meh. I have Clay Kneader. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Clay Kneader is actually going to give me a decent amount of clay because I have to manually take veg and grain anyhow. So, Clay Kneader confirmed OP. Indeed, HIKLJ. If anything, this game is all about the Clay Kneader power. All the rest of these cards that we're leveraging, nah, that's not what's led to the win. It's going to be the Clay Kneader's glory here. Anyhow, yeah, I am just gonna plow first. Plowing has to be the most important thing here. Pugaboo can just renovate to the well anyhow, and so like stone into improvement is only so good here. So you guess it is 5 clay and a food. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like 5 clay and a food with Porter, it can't be like that bad of an action, but it's also like not that important. Like it's just I know that I'm at the point where like it's reasonably likely that yes, I'm going to start running into issues of like I'm just not going to have moves that particularly do much. But wow, 2 stone is the first action. Not even plow so. That's a plow so bake action there. How is 2 stone the first action? Oh my god. It's stone oven. It's stone oven. Purple needs the stone oven, but well, whoops, wait, not there, not there. God, Loki's yes, I'm going to find something for you, Loki, because we're almost causing terrible issues there and trying to go fast. Yeah, 2 stone open from purple is crazy. All right, I'll be right back. That plow location might have been the way we lost. Yeah, that would not have been good. Red upstart player. Teal did take plow so. All of that makes a lot of sense. Purple is playing an occupation. Stockman. Oh lord, are they actually building rooms and stables? Oh, they are. Purple's about to build a room and some stables. Yeah, I also like clay now. Like, I, I think I just want to pressure other players. Clay, and also, what else am I doing here? I like it too. I mean, I'm gonna grow in a sec, but 5 clay and a food is fine. Um, there is more wood in this game. I could try for a joinery if I'm not gonna get the well. Like, the joinery might be okay. Oops, I'm not getting that wood. What's Pungaboo taking wood for, though? Just, that's what they have left to do? I don't know. Do I just take... I probably just take one pig here. Trying to greed out a pair of pigs is probably not better for me than just taking pigs twice, even. Well, or should I just... Never mind. I should just hope for a pair of pigs first action next round, right? Otherwise, I just get a pig next round. But what? How am I not getting a pair of pigs first action? And what else would I want more? Purple is building the room as expected, so this is pretty bad for them. But at least feed fences allows them to use 1 clay, so they will get all of their stables out here. And then they can furnish the well here, but they're furnishing the trident. Okay. I could grow trident. Growing trident actually is pretty good for me, right? I still need a lot of food. Like, a lot of food. Yeah, trident has to be good. Yeah, trident is quite good. I don't have a lot of actions, and getting a food action here is really good. So thanks, Purple. I will grow trident. What else am I doing? I guess I could just take a veg or a grain. I don't have a lot of actions. I mean, yeah, I don't have a lot of ways to get food. I don't have a lot of, like, there's not a lot of, like, crazy clear food paths. I think I'm just taking a veg, even though I don't have Clay Eater down yet. I mean, who cares? Like, the only other option here is take a pig. But I should just get a pair of pigs at the start of next round, I think. So, veg, or is grain more contested than veg? Seasonal worker means Pungaboo's never taking that. Holder never needs to take grain. So yeah, veg is probably a little better. I don't know. I don't think it matters. Purple has no actions left. Otherwise, I would grow. But purple's out of moves. Well, HIKLJ, the other reason that I'm thinking about taking a veg here, now that I'm thinking about it more, is like taking a second veg and then sowing is actually fine for me too. So I think this is fine. You preferred to major minor the field there and then greed out the extra clay. Meh, that's fine. This is okay. I agree with all of that. I mean, I think again, this game's at the point where like as long as I keep taking reasonable moves, it should be fine. Field should be around 14. Yeah, I agreed on that too. I don't actually need to pass the I don't really want to pass the field and have Teal start player with it. Keep forgetting the Clay Eater gives the wood. Yeah. The Clay Eater is pretty it's pretty handy here actually. Pugaboo presumably takes the well. Yeah, okay, so the well was pretty much always going, which is fine. Alright, let's get our mason room down. And grow with this here trident. Alright, we're up to 37 and have 10 actions left. One of those actions is 3 points. One is a free action for a point off of groom. So that's already 41 plus breeding. We're 43. Well, we need a bunch of food, so it's a little tight. But we're essentially 43 with 10 actions remaining. I mean, a couple of those actions have to be food. So call it 43 with 7 actions remaining. That feels good. Feels very good. This is also a 3-point card. Or just plowing is a 3-point action. Just blocking plow if I'm offered it is totally fine. I don't anticipate wheeling plow here. I mean, I'm taking 2 boars first action. Oh, I also have scholar actions too. One of these improvements comes out via scholar. God, I mean, yeah, this is pretty crazy. So I'm fed. I have an extra cow and an extra I have an extra sheep, extra cow, and I have 2 pottery stuff. If Grace says it is known. I'm fed if I plow instead of shifting cultivation. Okay. I mean, does that involve me getting the pigs here? I mean, if I get the pigs, admittedly, I have an extra pig worth of food too, so like it probably comes out then. But regardless, I'm fed if I get 2 pigs and can plow. Okay, that's about what I thought. But that's also fine. I should get 2 pigs, right? That includes the pigs. Okay. I mean, purple shouldn't take pigs, but purple is unpredictable, so then you just take the wood pile, though. That makes tons of sense for them, yes. Okay. Good. I get another 3-point action. Well, 3.3 food action, so this is really like a 4-point action, probably. Good times. Good times. Yeah, if I somehow wheel plow, sweet. Taking veg again is good, so I can sow. Taking grain is good. I like a hunting trophy as an action next round. Are we taking bets on whether purple builds a 5th room? We weren't, but we definitely could. Purple didn't max stables. Yeah, I mean, purple probably builds another room and grows again. And then they can furnish the stone oven. Like, furnishing the stone oven feels good. Oh, they got past the stable miner. They're going to grow with stable. Good call, Sid. Building the stone oven still seems good for purple, although they kind of solved their food. Whatever. Purple's just going to grow now. Sure. It's fine. I think I'm just taking a veg and a grain. I didn't get plow. I guess I could start player. Wants to double grow. This is reasonable. Oh, yeah, they can double grow this round. And they have enough food to do it at the moment. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, he double grows. Yep, you guys are correct. He double grows. So it does make sense. That's fine. I guess I'm just taking a veg. Well, or wait a sec. I also can take this stone into stone oven. I mean, that's 2 actions for 3 points, but I am going to start to run out of other things to do. And if purple's not going to steal... Yeah, if purple's not taking the stone oven this round, I really am running out of actions. Yep, screw it. This is fine. I guess there's still joinery nonsense or something too, but... We still can veg, grain, stone oven, or... I don't know. You would wait to see what purple does? That's reasonable. I see. You guys are saying I shouldn't, because now I'm threatening it, so now it might get taken. Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. I can always go into BMW or something, I guess. I mean, it's more actions, but again, it looks like I have actions to burn, so... Did Conservator exist in the draft? That's a good question. Did it? It might have. Oh, also, whoops, I forgot. I saw it way back, but Loki's supposed to get a treat. Loki got a rawhide to keep him quiet, so he's been very distracted, but we can distract him further. He can just be all sorts of fun. It is Loki's birthday today, so I guess we should just give him all the treats anyhow. But Loki's a 6-year-old boy now. Yeah, hi, bud. I know, yeah, you also have a fun thing, but you can have the treat first, and you could go right back to it. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Go right back to the bone. Right back to the bone. That's what you want. Yeah, we'll go play in a sec. Our game will be done soon. How much weight has Loki gained since I started streaming? So that's a fun question, but to be fair, they are limited. The treats are limited to 2 per stream. They can't be more than 2. It can only be redeemed twice. He's a big dog. They're fairly small treats, and I mean, I watch his weight and his food anyhow, so he's not actually gained weight. But yeah. Birthday indeed. Loki turned 6 years old. I mean, obviously, yeah, like whatever. I got him, I got him like late April. So, but he was officially born March 1st, 6 years ago. Give Loki another treat. All right, HIKLJ. Well, two treats per stream. That's what happens. That's the limit. All right, Loki. Are you gonna come for another one, or are you just into the rawhide? Come on, Loki. Come on. Hey, buddy, come here. Yeah, get one more. Yeah. Oh, what a day this is. I know all your friends, all the treats. What is this? What is this? Purple is building another room instead of renovating, and they probably are going to take the stone oven. So you guys were probably correct about I shouldn't have taken a stone yet, but I did, and now I'm going to get stone oven jacked. But oh well. What is going on? Purple is not a good player, Sid, but I will admit sometimes it kind of baffles me slightly what bad players do, because how is this possibly a good sequence compared to growing without a room? Like, why do we not want a fence? Like, do you not actually understand how points work? It seems like you should be able to figure out it's not good, but you've never known a cat or dog to go. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so the stone oven dream is gone. So whatever, we'll figure out something else. I'm just gonna take a second veg and then another grain and then maybe start player. Maybe I don't know. Teal's gonna start player. Maybe I should have started. Whatever. Maybe I'm being a little too laissez-faire about the end of this, but birthday party at the puppy park. Well, so the one problem is, again, Madison, Wisconsin. Like, it's super sunny, but it's been very It's very very warm the past 2 days. It's 50 degrees, but I still had snow on the ground as of through most of January and February, because I live in Wisconsin and it's supposed to be cold. It's not supposed to be 50 degrees in February. So the main point is that the dog parks are mud. Mud. It's mud and slush. I went yesterday because it was so nice. It was a mistake. Loki had to get a bath when we got home. It was bad. I can't go to the dog park today. I can't do it again. It's just gross. They're just mud pits at the moment. So also, Lumen, I live in a different climate. It's warm out. 50 degrees. The Wisconsinites are breaking out the tank tops and shorts. We're like, it feels so good outside. It's so different. The stable pressure. The stable pressure. That's true. Trying to build stables has gotten hard. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to just major minor because I have several cards I want to play. I'm gonna let Scholar play Shifting Cultivation, I guess, because I'm not gonna get a plow. So I'm gonna play major here. Gonna play major here. I wanted RSF BMW. Did I? I mean, maybe. I don't know. I admit I'm not min-maxing the end of this game anywhere near as closely as I probably should be, because maybe I'll lose. Wow, they did have Papermaker. So I was correct that they were taking Papermaker, but why did you not play paper why did we not play Papermaker earlier? And like this woodcutter was not important with woodcart. The Papermaker for food tempo absolutely was. This hand, I don't even think this is a great draft, but this hand is also just like set up incorrect, like sequenced incorrectly. If you're gonna run this, like the Papermaker food is way more important than the extra trickles of wood from woodcutter. But whatever. 50 degrees in Pennsylvania as well. It feels so nice. Yeah, I understand that. You don't think you'd want to live somewhere that 10 degrees Celsius is warm? I mean, to be clear, I'm half joking. Like, obviously, it's not like actually that warm, but I mean, as human beings, your body literally adapts to the world you're in, right? Like, so if you live in a cold climate, like you literally actually have slightly thicker blood and you get used to it. Like, it's fine. You it's not as onerous as you think it is, but I'm just gonna eat my animals right away. It's fine. We'll just be ahead of our food tempo for a sec here. Um, Anyhow, regardless, though, I find other places is way too hot. I like the climate here. I grew up here. I also like winter. There's a lot of fun things to do in winter, so I am not sad. With that said, sometimes winter does get a little long, and so I'm definitely not sad about the sunny day at the moment. But that's a pretty good hand if you ask me. I Paul, sorry, to be clear, I think some of it's pretty good. I know where some of these things got drafted, and I'm not like I'm pretty sure he had slightly better things he could have been picking, but the tutor begging student papermaker woodcart part of the hand I think is quite good. The rest of it is dubious. But it's all relative to time of year. Yeah, I mean, correct. It is. I mean, weather, temperature, feeling, and stuff is also though just mostly a lot of relative. But at the same time, I actually kind of the summers here get up to 90 degrees Fahrenheit, and those summer days are just too warm. That's no fun. Give me like a nice 70 degrees day with a light breeze. That's the weather I actually want. Wow, 2 stone first action? What the hell is this game? I guess this is joinery or something? I don't even know. I don't even know, team, what's happening, but wait, also wood first action? What are we doing here, team? What incarnation? I was actually getting plowback? I don't even I don't I don't know what's happened. Chimney sweep? Yeah, maybe. Maybe it's a chimney sweep, huh? It could be. Whatever. We'll just let it be what it is. I admittedly have some dumb stone that I could try to get a major of some type still, but I'm just gonna sow first action and lock in 2 points. Like, this is a 2 point action for sure. I'm gonna take one of the few 2 point actions I have guaranteed. Hunting trophy is 1 point, and I can play that on like start player. I should try to get a major of some sort, but I'm gonna start with this. I definitely could get major blocked, but I guess I shouldn't at the moment. But we're up to 53. I'm still breeding 2 points. I mean, I'm at 55 with 4 actions left here. I am not quite fed, so food is. I am 2 food short, so food is a point. Major does get taken. Pungaboo is just going to build a joinery. Wow, so Pungaboo really point capped themselves too. I mean, I guess they have a wood field, but their best line in round 14 was 2 stone and build. They can get blocked from family growth, but purple doesn't need to, admittedly. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Pungaboo really just didn't have better points here at the end than to do that, I guess. Just stabling was a 2-point action. I'm not. Whatever. I got major blocked. I screwed myself. I should have just built the major last round. I mean, Gray was trying to warn me, and whatever. I could have got a BMW. I didn't. It's fine. I'm gonna take my 1-point hunting trophy. I'll take my 1 point of sheep on the wheel here if I can. But whatever. Never mind. On phone, you thought it was 3. The sheep is still a point. It's not food, but yeah, sheep is at 1 point at least. So I mean, this is a point. Taking some food is a point. So I'll just do stuff like that, and that's fine. I mean, again, I'm at 56, 57. Like, none of these players are actually getting close to that. I'm not sure I actually min-maxed my score the best here. It's definitely possible if I played last round a little better, maybe played this round a little better. Like maybe there were slightly more points that could have been had, but also like it's fine. Sheep is only a point if I don't take 6 food. It's 2 sheep. Yeah, it's 2 sheep. So 2 sheep is a point, and I'll like I'm definitely at 1 point actions. Like there's not even that much I can do for 1 point. Again, food is a point, sheep is a point. Cards in my hand are not points. I can't build a major. I can't get any more crop points. Yeah, it's really just trying to get animal points, and even then, again, I can only. I guess I wasn't supposed to eat the cow last round. It's also possible. Well, no, I have capacity issues at a certain point, so whatever. This is fine. This is fine. Take our sheep point, and then just take food, and then just resource tiebreak. Actually, I could just do resource tiebreak here. I could just go for resource tiebreak. I only need 2 food, so we can really leverage the porter here. We can just take reed and clay, and that's enough food, and then our resource tiebreak will also be through the roof. It'll be glorious. Everybody else is doing things. Pungaboo does hit a 50 here, which, I mean, Pungaboo set up fun feeding and has a fun farm, so. And they'll get slightly more, actually. They're breeding slightly and harvesting a couple points of joinery wood. But might as well go for 2 4-clay actions. I lost likely 3 points to not RSF BMW. Yep, that's fair. That's fair, because indeed I would have got a 5 read and a food action here, right? So by not going RSF BMW into a 5 read action, definitely threw away some points in the end game by being sloppy. So it's a good call. And again, it's a like I felt far enough ahead this game that I really have been checked out here at the end because I just kind of didn't care, but obviously it's not good to give your opponents any chances if you don't have to. So Muckrake, that's a fun little combo at least, but purple obviously did a lot of things wrong this game. So purple has like some fun things here though. Like this thresher, threshing board, cultivator, sleeping corner just really needed a clay oven, and then most of the game plan probably would have worked reasonably well. The game was very wood rich. I'm going to take reed instead of clay because I think taking a huge reed stack is funnier than taking clay. And now we take clay. And then, yeah, we eat a clay. We end with an absurd pile of resources. Did they build the fireplace and then miss out on the sheep anyway? I mean, it was just late sheep, right? They built the fireplace and they got the first sheep grab, which was 3 sheep. But like they also got Reedstone food in round one, and then they took 2 clay. But like, you just don't need 2 clay with this hand. You really just need 3 clay in a clay oven. Like, I mean, or even if you build the fireplace, I guess you just you just need the clay oven. Like, I don't like whatever. That's my opinion at least. I think this looks pretty fun if you have an oven. Um, Thresher giving you grain when you sow bake, like, heck yes. Let me thresher and bake all, like, you could do so much food if you could just get some grain in the ground early. But not being able to efficiently bake it until the very end is just so many lost actions due to feeding. There was a lot of other things that purple admittedly did kind of poorly, which was obviously advantageous to me. I got gifted that 6 wood action that I probably am not supposed to get, but purple wasn't fed. Other things certainly worked well. Getting to just build the first room and hitting growth when it comes is excellent. I wound up with a strong hand. Like, Scholar, Groom, Mason is pretty good stuff, and we were able to leverage that. Porter was huge. Bonehead is just 6 wood. Like, really, again, this is just one of those games where like all of my cards do quite a bit for me, and so that also helps a lot. Um, and then yeah, I got some good stuff throughout. I got to do things pretty efficiently too. Again, I got that huge clay grab, but like my resource actions this game were also just very good. Like, getting to take 7 clay so that I could literally renovate plus hearth. That was crazy efficient. That was really good. Um, so yeah. The food throughout the game was pretty good, even though my food was a little tight here and there. It was quite good. I really didn't take many actions to feed. The pottery was helpful. Porter food was actually huge. How many of my cards gave me food? Pond Hut gave me 3. Foreign gave me 9. So this is 9 food plus something. I'm gonna look at the post game stats to try to figure out how much food Porter was, but and admittedly I abused Porter here at the end for I did abuse Porter here at the end for 2 food, which wasn't really needed necessarily. I could have got food elsewhere, but I still think Porter was a crazy amount of food, even in early growth, just because other people were not taking as much as they should be. Well, and this basket really helped my Porter out because it made there be 4 wood actions all the time. Like, I got so many great wood actions off Porter. So thanks, Teal, for running the basket for me. That was a huge help. But yeah, a nice win here. This was the sort of game I've been complaining about and wanting. Just a big old easy win. Wow, yeah, only 4 elo. It's not even gonna help me much though. But whatever. It still was a cheap win. But yeah, that maybe I should go back to games that are a little bit harder. But also, God, it was a long game though, slow one. But oh well. I'm just curious about how many food I got out of cards. Food from cards, 26. Wow, 26. That's crazy. Um, I really think the only food I got was 3 plus 6. That's 9. None of the rest of my cards give me food, right? Maybe hunting trophy counts as 3 food. I don't know how hunting trophy gets coded. It almost has to be 3 food from hunting trophy though, right? 26 is insane. Like, 26 minus 9 is still 15. Did I trigger Porter 15 times? I doubt that. Even triggering Porter 12 times sounds wild, but I would believe 12. I took 2 right at the end. I definitely got 3 wood actions mid-game. I definitely took at least 3 clay actions throughout the game. I got 1 other clay action. Even 12 sounds high. Pottery does not count. Pottery is not food from cards. Pottery is number of food from clay. So that's down here. Number of food from pig is 0. So hunting trophy did count as hunting trophy is here. So Porter got triggered 12 times though, according to this. Which is crazy to think about actually. Porter gave me 12 resources and 12 food. That's nutty. That still seems unlikely. That seems too high, but maybe. I guess I could go back and watch the replay someday, but hey, everybody, I guess further evidence that maybe Porter is just dumb good. I mean, Porter's partly so good because other people were being sloppy, like, but yeah, 11 wood from cards. So this is 6 wood from Bonehead, 1 wood from Clay, 1 wood from Groom. So this is only 3 wood from Porter. And then Clay Eater gave me a bit, and Porter gave me some. I don't know. I'm not sure all of this math actually works out quite right, but whatever. Porter certainly was pretty big early. It was a lot of food, so it was a cool game. Glad it worked out. Glad to get a win. Fun little stream. Little sad it took so long, but that happens. For those of you, there's no way Porter triggered 12 times. I agree. The more I do the math, there's just like no way. It just doesn't match up. I think Porter triggered like 9 times actually is probably correct, but I agree that there's no way I actually got 12 triggers of Porter. It just doesn't work. So I don't. It's sometimes it's hard in these end game stats, and some things I still don't think are actually quite triggering right in the stats anyhow too. So whatever. Anyhow, yeah, it was a good game. A little long, but that's fine. I counted for an aid. I look. It says I earned 26 food from cards. It just doesn't math out. Even with 3, 3, and 3, like. Oh, Trident, though. Trident. I forgot Trident. Wait, there we go. Trident is the problem. Trident's not in front of me anymore. Oh, okay. Here we go. This is 3, 6, 12. Trident takes me to 18. And then Porter is what got me to 26. So Porter triggered 8 times. That's much more likely. So Porter triggered 3 times on wood, 4 times on clay, once on reed. One of the clays and one of the reeds is right at the end when it really didn't matter. So that's what Porter actually did. But regardless, Porter being like 3 wood, 3 clay, and 6 food when it actually kind of mattered, still very strong. But yeah, okay, Trident, there we go. That makes me feel a lot better. I totally forgot I played Trident though. Anyhow, yeah, this is a fun game though. Good to get a win. I'm not sure what I'll stream next, but it was good to get a stream in here. For those of you that are into Terra Mystica, the Terra Mystica Tuesday League will be up soonish. I think Weber's streaming the Premier League tonight with somebody, so that should be good times. I mean, I think they start like really soon, so that should hopefully be good fun. Yeah, I don't know a lot else, but I'm gonna head off for now. So I'll see everybody around later, everybody.